Hi, everyone. I'm Christophe Choo with Coldwell Banker Global Luxury Real Estate in beautiful Beverly Hills, California. It's the middle of July of 2020, and it's been a rather unusual ride in real estate here the last 6 months in the United States and around the world, I'm sure, as well. But I wanted to give you a market update to let you know what is actually going on year over year here in Los Angeles in the luxury markets, over 5 million, from downtown Los Angeles to Malibu on the west side. And much to most of your surprise, the market is extremely strong, and pretty much in every price range, we are up in the number of sales. Some as high as 67% more sales this year than the same period of time last year. So let's talk about that. So again, this report today is from January 2020 through mid-July 2020, and also comparing to the same period of time, January through mid-July of 2019. Let's talk about what's actually going on. The highest segment of the market, which is the strongest segment of our market, is 40 million plus. And we have had so far this year 5 sales exceeding $40 million in the Los Angeles marketplace. That's compared to 3 last year in 2019. That's a 67% increase in the number of homes selling over 40 million, which is a tremendous increase. Over 30 million, again, we have another increase. There were 9 sales so far this year versus 8 last year. That's a 12% increase in the total number of sales so far this year in the $30 million plus category. In the $20 million plus category, again, we're also ahead of the game. We're at 19 sales so far this year versus 16 the same period last year. That's 19% increase as well. And currently there are 3 homes pending in our marketplace over 20 million. In the $10 million plus range, the numbers went down a little bit. We have 70 sales that have closed so far this year over 20 million versus 67 last year at this time. So it's up about 4% in the number of sales, but there are 19 currently pending. But when you consider that March, April, and most of May, we were shut down and we couldn't even show properties, these numbers are quite staggering. We did not expect this much of an increase in the number of sales in our marketplace. The only level of pricing that has changed a little bit since last year is the overall $5 million plus range. We're down about 11% in terms of the total number of sales. There are 76 homes currently in escrow over 5 million in our market, but 219 sold so far this year versus 246 last year. And then again, under 5 million, we're seeing also a very, very, very strong market. It seems like the really lower end is very strong in our place, which is basically under 4 or 5 million. The super high end is on fire. The mid-rangers are pretty strong. It's kind of the $10 million range. I'm sorry, the $5 to $10 million range. It seems to be a little bit on the slower side. So of the 19 sales over 20 million this year, here's some more interesting statistics. 6 of the 19 were sold off market. So that's 31% of the homes are selling off market, which is still a high number, but it's definitely a lot less than it was a couple of years ago. And who's buying? You know, the temperature and climate always changes in terms of foreign buyers. We do have a lot of foreign buyers that purchase here in the LA Beverly Hills marketplace. And so far this year, out of those homes that sold over 20 million, 14 were American buyers. So it's 84% of the market are US residents. And the other 5 were foreign nationals, 2 from Taiwan and 1 from China. So we're seeing more Taiwanese and Chinese buyers coming back in the marketplace right now. So that's a very good sign. And also we've done a couple of sales for foreign nationals. However, they were under the $20 million range. In terms of sales over 20 million, where are these properties selling? What are the hottest markets so far this year over 20 million? 5 homes have sold in the Bel Air area of Los Angeles, which is part of LA. It's called Bel Air. It's a neighborhood in LA. 4 in Beverly Hills, 1 in Malibu, 2 in the Sunset Strip, 1 in Holmby Hills, 2 in Beverly Hills Post Office, which can at times be a slower market, but it's been very strong. 2 sales in Brentwood over 20 million, and 2 sales in Pacific Palisades over 20 million. And what are the most significant sales going on right now in our marketplace? Well, the number one and the most historic price sale in the history of California, Jeff Bezos bought the David Geffen property, which was the former Warner Estate back in the day, and that sold for $165 million. Well, no wonder Jeff Bezos was the right buyer. I mean, Very few people can afford a $165 million house, but he could, and he bought it. And apparently it goes that they were on a yacht in the south of France, and they made a discussion, and they made a deal on the house for $165 million. So that is the highest sale price in the history of California and the history of Beverly Hills. A really exceptional property on Angelo Drive on close to about 10 acres. Really, really wonderful property, and I've luckily had the privilege of seeing that property. Another estate sold nearby at 911 North Foothill Road, north of Sunset Boulevard. It was formerly the Wasserman Estate, and that just closed escrow for $68 million. It was about 2 acres, just a little bit over 2 acres. This year so far in Holmby Hills, we've had one significant sale. Kylie Jenner purchased a house at 145 North Mapleton Drive for $36.5 million. Brand new construction, modern estate, which is a bit unusual for the Holmby Hills area, but that sold for, again, $36.5 million. And the last significant sale, there have been a lot of other sales, but the last significant sale was 10401 Bellagio Road that just recently sold about a month ago for $43.3 million. So it's interesting, even though we've had this situation the last couple of months, people are locked down, a lot of businesses are shut down, and we're in Hollywood where there's a significant amount of money that comes from the entertainment industry, which has basically been closed for a while. But the prices are still increasing, not at the same level as they were before, but it's, again, quite surprising and amazing that we have increase in sales from 4% to 67% in all the price ranges except the 5 million. So it's a strong market, it's a healthy market. I have lots of clients looking to buy, and why not? I mean, most of these purchases in this price range are for all cash. However, some buyers do like to finance. And when you look at the rates today of, 3.5% to 4% for a jumbo loan, it's incredible, almost at historic lows. So the market is strong, the market is healthy. We'll see what happens the next 6 months of the year, but so far so good in the Southern California, LA luxury market. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, I've been selling real estate now for 32 years. It would be my pleasure to assist you with your purchase. I know all the houses, I know all the neighborhoods. Check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Google search me, and check out all my videos on YouTube. I have lots of area neighborhood tours showing the neighborhoods, the price ranges, kind of what the neighborhoods are like to give you a flavor and feeling of the LA marketplace. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my update. And that's the news here from Southern California in the luxury marketplace. Take care now.